Welcome back to Elizabeth Plants. I'm Elizabeth and we are going to repot some of my very large plants today. I mentioned in one of my latest repottings in prep for the move that I have mostly large plants left to repot into plastic from ceramic. So today I'm going to do maybe 2 or 3 of those. I have a limited amount of time and not enough plastic pots for everything I have to do. So these are the pots that I got. I have a couple plants that I think will fit into these, and I'm really crossing my fingers, and those are the plants we're going to do today. These are bigger plants. So I've put this box on my desk to hopefully capture a lot of the dirt. I've already done a repotting in it. I didn't film it, but it was a smaller plant that I'm giving to my mom. So I didn't really think anything of it. And so we're gonna go for it. We'll see how it goes. So this is the first plant I will be repotting. Can't even capture it all. It's 2 different plants that look very similar. A lime fiddle and a golden dragon. I honestly can't tell the difference, so I potted them together. I didn't know there was a difference. Maybe you guys can tell me what the difference is in the comments down below, but like, honestly, this isn't even the biggest leaf and it's like as big as my head. So this pot is a little bit similar to the pot it's in size. So I'm really hoping that this baby will fit in here. I have kind of just the soil that I have left, but I don't think I'm going to need a ton. I plan on reusing the soil, and you're just gonna have to forgive me in this video. I'm not going to be the centerpiece. I'm going to try and not be the centerpiece. You'll have to just see the plants. Hopefully you can see what's going on. And I will be kind of chatting through this one, unlike my silent repot video. However, I don't know how much I'll have to say. I just got back from my sister's wedding, so I am very socially burnt, but I don't feel like I can't talk. But these plants are doing so well. Well, this one in particular, I really don't want to disturb it. But it's never really been disturbed by repotting in the past. I don't know, we'll see. I did not intend on getting new plastic pots for the large plants. I just planned on kind of sucking it up and moving them in their ceramic pots. But then I started thinking about it, and that's just gonna be such a pain. And so I started looking into larger nursery plastic pots to put these guys in. And I found a place on the way to my parents' where I was staying for my sister's wedding. So on my way over there, I just stopped and grabbed some. They were out of 3 gallons, so I grabbed 2 gallons because their next size was 10 gallons, I think. And that was too big. So I've got myself a couple of these, and I'm hoping that will do the trick. I don't think it will though. I think I should have grabbed more than I did, but I think the size should be okay. This guy's root system actually isn't as huge as I expected it to be. That works in our favor. Hoping this guy is sturdy in here. Could use a water for sure. So like usual, I'll be watering him after I finish repotting him. But he was in terracotta, so he might be a little bit more sensitive to overwater, just from being used to not sitting in wet soil super long, because terracotta wicks up moisture a lot faster than, say, plastic, which doesn't really wick up moisture. All right, this is the first large repotting down. Next. All right, this is my next plant. It is two birds of paradise. This tall one my cat keeps trying to knock over. But we're going to see if they fit in one of those plastic pots. Really hope that they do, but I am not too sure. These plants, they are doing fine. I mean, they've always done fine. The cats like to sit in between them, which is why they lean away from each other. Now, the pot that this guy is in is a ceramic pot, but these are not pots that I intend to keep. So these pots will not be moving with me. So this is one of those like covers with the holes. I'm gonna keep it, of course, but I don't know if I'm gonna be using it right now. Yeah, these guys will fit. I'm gonna try and knock off some of the excess soil because they might need to kind of be pushed closer together. These roots are extremely hardy. I don't want to bring them too much closer. The roots are extremely hardy. I almost wonder. I'm gonna see if I can't separate them a little bit so that I can get them to sit closer to each other in the pot without disturbing them overly too much. Now, these guys have been potted together for a couple of years now, so they might be overly tangled, but let's see. Oh, now you can really see, like, this is a root. It is thicker than my fingers, every single one of my fingers. I think they sit closer together now, and that should do the trick. Again, I'm just going to try and use all the soil that it was in. It's not to disrupt what it's used to in every way, though I've never had issues with this plant adjusting to anything. Now, the reason I'm not doing any like fertilizing or soil replenishing is because I don't want to disturb it, but also I don't, like, they've been fertilized this season in the soil that they're in, so they don't need fresh soil or anything like that. They just need lighter pots for the move. Ta-da! So these guys are all potted up nice and pretty. I'm going to go get this guy watered. Okay, this is likely the last plant I will be doing today, if it even fits. As you can see, this pot is considerably larger than this and the two plant pots that I've repotted, but I do not want to break this white pot with this plant in it. I'm willing to kind of take that risk. Let's see if it'll fit. If not, we'll adjust. Now this plant, I don't know if I've ever talked about or really showed in any of my videos. It's not a spectacular plant in its type. I think it's just like a Dracaena. But I have had this plant since 2017, I think. Bought it from like Walmart, honestly. Like, it really wasn't that impressive. When I moved to North Carolina, so this guy has actually been through two moves with me. Moved with me from North Carolina back to Michigan, and then from the east side of Michigan over to the west side of Michigan. And at one point I thought he was dying. I think that he thought he was dying too, so we popped out this third plant. Okay, I do not remember where in the telling of this story I was when my phone started dying, and I know it's kind of crooked. Right now you'll have to deal with the crooked because I've just plugged it in and the cord is weighing it down, and there's not a ton I can do at this moment, but I want to finish repotting this guy. Ooh, this guy had some rocks in there. Oh, he's pushing out another pup. I hope that our repotting it doesn't disturb the pup too much. But anyways, it got him from like Walmart or something. Not super impressive. And he's gone through a couple of moves with me. So for that reason, he's pretty special, though not being like a spectacular type of plant. I think we can get him set up in the new pot pretty simple. But I am going to try and pick out the rocks from his soil as we go. I didn't realize there were stones in there. Those were definitely put in there at some point to try and keep the cats from digging. But they're pretty good sized stones, so I don't want to keep them in there. And these these roots are orange. They've always been this color. I think it's just the type of plant, but it's kind of neat. And this branch already kind of tilts, so I'm not going to try all that hard for it to not tilt. I'm just gonna let it do its thing for the most part, because I actually kind of like it. I just don't want it to like come unsoiled is all. Ta-da! I'm gonna go get this guy rinsed. Well, that's all I'm going to repot today. I have more large plants to repot, but that's all I'm doing today. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you like repotting videos, if you thought it was fun to watch or impossible to watch. I literally cannot back the camera up any further so that you can see better. Like this is what you've got. This is the space in the room. Subscribe to see more houseplant content, and I will see you next time.